I love this game. This was exciting. Okay?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, Scotland came down, rightly so, full of confidence.
Yeah.
Based on results, not based on anything other than actual facts.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've got a theory on this out. I want you to hear me out and see what you think. I think Scotland were over-aroused. I think they had gone over. It's not that they weren't motivated enough. I think they were motivated too much. And they were throwing passes they didn't have to throw. And I know their game plan is to be expansive and be different and exciting. Yep. But it was just lunacy. They just completely lost perspective on what was rational rugby.
Yeah.
That's my theory. I think they just melted down. And then after 15, 20 minutes, you look at John Barclay's face, he's shocked.
Yeah.
He can't believe it. He thought they were going to do better, and there was no way back from there.
Yeah, and for me, I think, as a coach, you're there to make those big, bold calls. For me, after 20 minutes, I'd have brought Ali Price off and I'd have brought Greg Laidlaw on. Because I think he was rabbit in headlights, way out of his depth in that first game. And I think bring Laidlaw on, his experience. Yes, he's not had much game time. Shore everything up. Finn Russell looked like he was on another planet for most of the game.
Yeah,
a couple of world-class things, and then some really dog-average
Look, guys, Wales were awesome, and we will talk about them. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
I was just fascinating with the psychology of Scotland.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. I think Gregor Townsend, as a new international coach, has maybe just got overzealous on his ethos there.
Yeah, I think
so.
so.
And he's just realised, actually, you can push it too far.
Yeah,
you can play too fast.
I just think that their structure didn't really pan out. I don't like the look of Hugh Jones at 12 playing for Scotland. Right. I like the look of Hugh Jones playing at 13 for Scotland with somebody a little bit more steady Eddie at 12. Right. Alex Dunbar, they missed massively at the weekend.
Oh, he was a huge miss in the...
Chris Harris, good player, but again, out of his depth.
Didn't have a good game, no, he didn't look right. And I think partly that was due to the fact that Hadley Parkes and Scott Williams were fantastic in defence.
Yeah,
they did not let them have anything.
Yeah.
With a young guy like Chris Harris in the centre, he needed a little bit of encouragement, and Wales weren't giving him any. Yeah,
and I think for me the Hugh Jones thing is very similar to my viewpoint on someone like Jonathan Joseph.
Right.
I wouldn't pick Joseph at 12.
No.
Because he's better with the outside space, with the outside break.
But Jones is a bit bigger, he's a bit chunkier. You can see why, and I think he has played 12 before. I can see why they went for it, but in hindsight...
I think for the way Scotland want to play, I don't think it suits them to have him at 12.
No, he's their star, isn't he?
Yeah. And he's a Brian O'Driscoll at 13 for me, I think, for Scotland.
Was Duncan Taylor available? I don't know if he was injured or not. He would have been a much more sensible choice at 12, I would think.
Yeah,
but that's hindsight. Maybe next game I'd probably do that.
Yeah, Peter Horne made an impact when he came on.
Yeah, again, he's steady Eddie. He's not a big guy. I don't know if he made much difference or not. But it didn't work, did it?
No, it didn't. I think they were just all at sea. Their pack, actually, for me, fronted up. Scrummages were a lot more even than we thought they would be.
Yeah, they weren't an issue until the last 10-15.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
No.
Didn't even feature, so well done them.
Yeah, really good. They've obviously worked hard. It's an area they've targeted, and it paid off.
But Scotland have to have some sort of structure. I think if they want to be consistent, they need to. They were making fantastic breaks. Like right at the beginning, you saw McAnally, who's a good player, making great carries. Johnny Gray made some great busts, but then they ran out of attackers. And instead of just saying, "Okay, slow it down, let's get back some structure and then go again," they've got it in their heads that they have to go super quick all the time, and they mucked it up.
Yeah. I'll tell you who Finn Russell reminded me of on Saturday.
Go on.
Freddie Michalak.
Okay.
For me, that very casual, I'll chuck a pass, see how it goes, I'll take a kick, see how it goes. Did some really top class things, and then did some really dog average things, I think. Yeah,
no, absolutely.
I think that's who he reminded me of on Saturday. So much potential.
He's better than that.
He is much better than that.
Two technical things, Al, I saw a lot from Price and Russell. Okay, I'll start with Price. On his interception, the pass was far too long. Okay, so what he did is he took a step and a wind up. Okay, and crikey, taking a step obviously lets the defence come on. Stepping out from 9 is fine if you want to suck in the inside defence first, but this wasn't.
No.
And he took steps and a wind up, and you just can't do that.
And it's a criticism we've had of Ben Youngs in the past as well, who's worked on that area of his game, get the ball off quicker, make a bit of a difference.
It's why we think Aaron Smith is the best scrum half in the world, because he just gets there away, no backlift, no step, away. And Price kept doing his wind up. So you pick up the ball, wind it up, then pass.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't like that.
I mean, to be fair, well read by Gareth Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Saw the wind up. He's obviously seen it from the first 5 minutes and has thought, right, this is something I can target.
Yeah.
Well read, good timing.
Gareth Davis actually had made a couple of mistakes early on.
I've got that down.
Oh,
I
right.
said he grew into the games that went on.
Absolutely. And then from that interception, he was away. Wasn't he?
Yeah. A couple of bad passes, a couple of bad kicks, got completely shoved off by Johnny Gray with that breakthrough.
Yeah, right at the beginning. That was the key, wasn't it, really? That was the crux of the games. If Scotland had some structure, maybe they'd have got into that game.
But I think that was the point where they needed to put the throttle on, kind of put their foot on the jugular with Gareth Davis and go, you've had a shaky 10 minutes, we're going to make it even more uncomfortable for you.
But after that, he was great.
Yeah, he was superb second
Just going back to that technical thing I've seen with Finn Russell, his movements with the ball were so sharp.
Yeah.
I mean, he was literally there. Like, to put the ball onto his foot to kick, he would literally, last second, move the ball onto his foot, then try and kick straight through the ball. And he's not giving himself any time.
No.
If he'd smoothly put it onto his foot, kick straight through, he'd have a lot more chance. And with his passes, he was very last minute, chuck it.
Yeah.
The care wasn't there. So
no, exactly.
I didn't like that.
No. I mean, to be fair, I thought Reece Patchell was outstanding. For a youngster...
Should we go on to... We'll go on to Wales
let's
now,
go on
guys.
to Wales.
Wales were awesome. Let's go for it.
I thought Reece Patchell was outstanding. Everything he did. He kicked well, he tackled well, he ran well, he passed well. For somebody who's was a bit of a question mark going into this game, I thought he completely stood up and took the show.
He looks just absolutely born for that position.
Yeah, he does.
And he looked completely at home with their system. He can run the ball really well. He's got a good all-round game. He's got a presence. I'm absolutely certain it helped that it was pretty much a Scarlet's backline.
Yeah, and that, I think it comes back to that trust, doesn't it? You know who's inside and outside of you. And it showed.
So comfortable. The mix was great.
Yeah.
Steph Evans, I think that was the best I've seen him in some ways.
Yeah.
Really attacking, really strong as well in defence, which was good, which was a criticism.
Great finish for the try as well.
Great finish for the try.
Josh Adams didn't make any mistakes.
He was really solid, really strong, really solid. Maybe we didn't see quite enough of him running, but he didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah.
He fitted in nicely there into that Scarlet's backline.
And I'm really impressed they picked Lee Halfpenny at fullback. I think he brought a really nice balance to that backline.
Yeah.
Which actually surprised me that I'm saying that, because I thought they want someone a little bit more exciting, a little bit more creative at fullback, but with the kicking option, I think at the moment with Patchell at 10, I think he's vital, isn't he?
Well, and Halfpenny had the best running game I've seen for a long time. He looked to have that edge back of old.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can keep that going, because I think it's a fair criticism that he had lost that a bit.
Is that a bit of confidence, do you think, coming back from the top 14?
Yeah,
injuries
and the top 14
way.
absolutely knackers you out. So he could have been carrying knocks, and we don't know.
Yeah.
But his kicking is so straight.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so straight. Even Farrell can have a slight curl on his kicks. But Lee Halfpenny, absolute arrow straight.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
So almost perfect from the Welsh backline.
Yeah. I've got Shingler and Navidi as my two standouts in the pack.
Yep.
I thought they were super. Shingler especially, I think well deserved his man of the match.
Yeah,
it was outstanding.
They've taken their chance. I mean, again, we were questioning why leave out Tipperick, but you know they've stepped up again.
Yeah.
Moriarty looked a little off the pace to me. I think he did well, but I could just tell he's not quite back to full match sharpness, which is understandable.
I think you can expect that a little bit, can't you?
Corey Hill was okay. I just think he doesn't quite look the same as a Jake Ball in there.
No.
But again, he was in with the team doing well.
Front row, I think they're pretty settled, aren't they? The front row for Wales.
Really skillful as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic touches from them.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, we're waxing lyrical about Wales here, but you have to. There's no doubt that Scotland helped Wales play well.
Yeah.
But they still had to execute, and didn't they do it?
Yeah, I think so. And I think we're waxing lyrical more about Wales because we really weren't expecting them to play like that.
I was expecting them to be okay.
Yeah.
But I absolutely think it's the Scarlets connection helped. The fact that Gatton's back in charge. That game plan looks so balanced. I just loved the fact there was physical edge, and they went wide, and when they offloaded, it was considered. And it wasn't panicky offloads and passes like Scotland. It just had the perfect balance to me.
Yeah. Scotland were poor.
Yeah.
Scotland were poor.
I don't think there's any way back in this Six Nations now for that. Psychologically, that's just such a huge Huge
yeah, I mean, they're at home for the next 2, aren't they? So maybe that'll be a bit of a confidence boost back up at Murrayfield. But
maybe, yeah.
It's a tough one to go first up and get. I mean, they were hammered, weren't they?
But they were expecting so much, and rightly so. And
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Anyway, fantastic from Wales. Very disappointing from Scotland.
Yeah.
Sets up the England-Wales clash fantastically well.
Yeah. I'm a bit more concerned about that one.
Yeah, and this is the test for Wales now. Yeah. Can they play like that against England, Ireland, those sorts of oppositions?
Yeah, because I think there are some holes which we'll go on to when we go through the England game.
Anyway, comment below, guys. Tell us what you think. Until next time, we'll see you then.